Hey guys, so part 2 of the 350 million download celebration has arrived on Dokkan, and here we have the celebration info in the news here. I have not looked yet. As you can see, there is still a new symbol on it, so we're going to be experiencing this for the first time together. Let's go ahead and see what they got. All right. So we know a bunch of stuff that's coming already. I'm very interested in this final form Frieza that they put on this art here, because if you guys actually didn't know, before we even jump into the details here, this final form Frieza art was used on a tech final form Frieza that is no longer available in banners. So there were 4 units in total that actually were removed from banners, and some of them are back, right? We had Tech Toa, we had not Int, we had Tech Toa Physical Mira, who came back a while ago on both Global and JP, so they're back. We just had the STR Super Saiyan Goku return. He was also taken off banners, but in this celebration he came back. So the only unit that we have left that has not come back is this Tech Final Form Frieza. So I'm wondering if maybe they're going to bring him back on a banner. Maybe they'll do like a, I don't know, a category banner, because on the with Toa and Mira, they actually brought them back on a type banner feature when they were initially brought back for the first time. So we'll see. The art is interesting. A new story event and a new stage of various events are here. Events on a worldwide scale, such as the Sharing Dragon Stone Among the World campaign and a worldwide showdown campaign, where the international version and the Japanese version will be competing against each other, and are also available. In addition, don't miss out on the top legendary summon, which will become available later during the campaign period. Let's enjoy Dokkan Battle with players from all over the world. All right, so first off, we have obviously missions. That Krillin art is oh, well, I guess we know who the I guess we know who the LRs are. So it looks like we got Krillin and Gohan, and then a Vegeta. So this is actually something that I mentioned in my video yesterday, where we got the Krillin and Vegeta unit that came out as a free-to-play unit. Well, that's coming out in this part 2 as a free-to-play unit. And I saw people thinking that that might have been the LR for part 2, which makes sense, right? You know, Krillin and Vegeta. The one thing they omitted, from this celebration that is a major part of the Namek saga, is Vegeta's dying speech. So I'm wondering if they're going to somehow incorporate that Vegeta's dying speech scene into either an exchange active skill or some kind of revival mechanic for this LR Vegeta here. Because that Vegeta dying speech on Namek is like one of my favorite, if not my straight up favorite all-time Vegeta scene in Dragon Ball. So for them to like completely ignore the Vegeta's dying speech on Namek, they can't do that, dude. There's no way. So there's the Vegeta. Then we also have a Krillin and Gohan. That's interesting. I wonder if they're going to Dokkan Awaken into Krillin, Gohan, and Piccolo. We sort of have that Piccolo from the Goku's banner, right? The banner unit, the Tech Piccolo that does like the buying time attack. That Tech Piccolo, his super attack animation is from when Goku's trying to gather energy for the Spirit Bomb, and you know, he needs Piccolo to buy time for him, so Piccolo just, like, you know, does his best against Final Form Frieza and gets destroyed, but he does buy a little bit of time. So I'm wondering if that is going to be part of this unit. So there's actually 2 things that come to mind for this. Either they're going to do a trio of these units, or this could also be an exchange unit where we have Krillin and Gohan, and then they can get an exchange into Piccolo, because remember, Piccolo saves them during the Frieza fight, right? When Frieza goes into second form, Frieza is destroying all 3 of these characters, right? Krillin literally gets impaled. Gohan fights back against Frieza, and he actually does a decent job of fighting back, but Frieza just like shrugs it off and just like destroys everybody. And then Piccolo shows up, and Piccolo actually is able to fight on par with second form Frieza until Frieza goes third form and just crushes him. But I feel like this could be an exchange Krillin Gohan into Piccolo. That would be really good, because that would actually mean that there's I think that, wouldn't he be on the Namekian category? Maybe he won't, maybe, I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure. I don't remember how the exchange units work. It's like the first unit that gets the categories. But any new Piccolos that could actually link up with other Piccolo units could be good. And that could also actually explain why the Tech Piccolo from part 1 is kind of underwhelming, right? Maybe he's meant to be ran with a potential Piccolo that could be part of this unit right here. So Vegeta, and then Krillin and Gohan. Let me know down below your guys' thoughts on this. Interesting to see that this is what they're going with here. But there is going to be 2 new LRs, by the way, which is interesting, because generally what they do is they do a revamp of an SA, a super attack animation, for an old LR, and then they do 1 new LR, but this time it's going to be 2 new LRs, which I actually thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be the case, and it looks like it is. So we shall see when this... I expect this to come out in like 5 or 6 days from now, because remember, we still have a lot of time left on the 3+1 discounts for the Dual Dokkan Fest, so we'll see. Then we have the sharing 350 million Dragon Stones among the world campaign. So they actually mentioned this briefly during the Dokkan Now. It was the JP one. The English one did not talk about this at all. I don't know if you guys remember I think it was actually the $200 million celebration with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega, where they had like 200 million Dragon Stones, and then they like distributed a certain amount until all 200 million were distributed. I think that's what this is. It looks like this is available already, so we'll go check that out after this, but we have the Bulma Event. So this is the Full of Crisis Bulma on Duty of once per day event. Clear the event every day to get tons of Dragon Stones. This is available from 9/8 today. And there's no end date listed here, but I'm pretty sure this goes until the end of the celebration, which is October 5th or 6th. So we've almost an entire month. I think it's actually 27 days is what the math comes out to for this event. And I believe it's 10 stones per day. So you can get 10 stones per day for 27 days. That's insane. If that's actually what this is, then that's pretty ridiculous. Then we have the Breakthrough Enemy Lines Worldwide Showdowns campaign. That's basically the global version versus JP. The winner is going to be getting that Bardock unit on the left, and then the loser is going to be getting that Frieza on the right. As usual, they should be giving out both units in terms of a coin exchange during the 7-year anniversary. So if you're on global and global ends up getting the Bardock, but you wanted the Frieza will be available during the 7-year anniversary to exchange with coins there, so don't be like super upset about that. We have a challenge event, Breaking the Siege. Defeat numerous Frieza soldiers to get awesome rewards. New challenge event, Furious Charge, Breaking the Siege. I have actually no idea what that is. That's interesting. Typically when they do these challenge events, those are like difficult events. Like, I'm talking like Super Battle Road, the new event that just came out, the Collection of Epic Battles event, Infinite Dragon Ball History. We'll see if this is actually at that level. I mean, it's out already, so I guess we'll just go look at it in a second, but interesting. We have the support for Extreme Z Awakening Zenny Galore campaign. Perform Extreme Z Awakenings during the event period to get Hercule Statue Diamond. Extreme Z Awakening certain characters to get the used Zenny back. Wow, that's pretty insane. Okay, so they recognize how much Zenny all of these Easy A's take, and they're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, we understand that it might be difficult for newer players to get these units Easy Aid, so we're going to give you a bunch of Zenny. And this is actually a really underrated part of, I would say, what it takes to Easy A unit, right? I mean, for a new player, if you're a brand new player, the number one thing you should probably be doing at this point is working on your Ginyu Force team, because they're like a really strong team. If you can get them all Easy Aid, as a new player, like your account is going to be in a really nice spot. So the fact that they're letting you bypass the Zenny restriction for that is actually really good, and it's going to give new players a leg up in progressing their account. Then we have new sales. Okay, so this this time on the sale, 9/15, that tells me that that's probably when the top legendary summon is going to drop, on the 15th. So Wednesday. So it's pretty much in a week from now, 6 days. Is when I would expect to see the legendary summon, the top legendary summon drop. So yeah, we got about 6 days for that. Yeah, the Elder Kai banner also lines up with that as well. New story event, we already looked at this before. This is the Saiyan in Rebellion, which event is going to give you the... Isn't that the one that's going to... that's the event that's going to give you the Vegeta and Krillin exchange unit. So that's going to be interesting. We also have the Link leveling event, an event that allows you to level up Link levels easily. Grand Elder Guru's Guidance. So that's going to be interesting as well. This is limited attempts. This has an end date. Okay. So, I really hope this doesn't become like the Whis event, where the Whis event is available once per week right now. During the 5th year anniversary, when skill orbs were first implemented into the game, the Whis event was a daily event, similar to how this event is scheduled to work. After the 5th year anniversary, it became a once-a-week event. I really hope that because this has an end date, this doesn't just become a once-a-week event after this anniversary, or not the anniversary, after the celebration is over. And this doesn't even go to the end of the celebration. This is only until the 22nd, so that's, what is that, 14 days? It's 2 weeks. This event is up for 2 weeks. I really hope this is a permanent thing, and I really hope it doesn't just go away or become very limited after this. We have new stages coming to both these story events. We took a look at that in my video yesterday, but basically the Goku and the Zarbon are going to be not easying, but Dokkan Awakening. And then I assume at a later point they'll both be getting easy A's, so we'll be getting that. New stages of the Ginyu Force Extreme Z area. We can now easy A Birder and Geese, who are both pretty solid. We have an easy A for the Transforming Goku, which is actually going to be releasing in a few hours here. I think that's 2 hours from now. Definitely recommend doing that, so we'll take a look at that in a separate video as well. A new collection of Epic Battle Stage, so this is pretty much the opposite of the one we have right now. The one we have right now focuses on fighting the heroes of the Namek Saga. This one is going to be you focusing on fighting the villains of the Namek Saga, so the Goku is going to be a lot more powerful in this version, whereas the Frieza was like the one you wanted to use in the other one. And then that is it. So it looks like the rest of the stuff is just remnants of the Part 1. So we actually have a lot of stuff here. Like, I don't know what half the stuff is. Like, okay, we know what this is. We'll take a look at this, actually. The sharing Dragonstone thing. Is that in here? Let's see. I did not see. No, it's not in there. Is it under campaign? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Sharing 350 million Dragonstones among the world campaign. Grab the chance to obtain 10 Dragonstones every day by clearing the specified event daily. That's the Bulma event. This campaign will be available until 350 million Dragonstones have been obtained between the international version and the Japanese version. Oh, okay. So that's what that means. Okay, so this... Okay, so in other words... is the Bulma event even listed here? Let me just go back to the main thing. So in other words, this... Where's the Bulma event? This Bulma event and this Dragonstone thing are the same. This Bulma event, the reason this Bulma event does not have an end date is because this event is going to run every single day until 350 million Dragonstones are distributed to everybody playing the game. So that's what that means. So that's hopefully clarifies that for people. Then we have the Zenny thing. We've already looked at that. That's, again, I think a really good change here. You just get a bunch of statues. You get your Zenny refunded basically for easy Yang units. That's pretty good. We got missions. We have the Showdown campaign. And that is honestly pretty much it. I would say the big... Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. This event can be attempted once per day. You can level up Link skills easily through this special event. Items that are useful in training can be obtained by completing the missions, which are completed based on the number of stages cleared. Attempt the event every day to level up Link skills. Nail that appears as an enemy's character cannot be defeated. The battle will end after one turn. Okay. Interesting. I guess we'll see how that actually works. And so I might actually do a video on this in a controlled environment where I have like units that are Link leveled up to a different level for each of them, like one that's really low, one that's medium, one that's like almost done, and see what kind of Link levels we get. But this will be an interesting event to see how that works. This is a story event. We already talked about that and that. Okay, so I think, yeah, we pretty much covered everything. Actually, what is this? Yeah, this is the last thing I want to check out here. So this event is going to go until the end of the celebration. This is the Breaking the Siege Challenge event. 5 stages are available in this event, and each stage corresponds to a certain type. You are given a limited number of turns in every phase of each stage. The number of turns given will become fewer as you proceed, and the Frieza soldiers will also become more powerful. Be aware that the battle will end if the given number of turns are exceeded. Number of turns given: phase 1 to 2, 3 turns; phase 2 to 4, 2 turns; phase 5, 1 turn. Pure Saiyan category characters can deal increased damage to Frieza soldiers. Frieza soldiers will reduce the damage received when being attacked by characters who are not effective against their types. Aim to defeat the 25 Frieza soldiers within a limited number of turns. The characters whose type or categories are effective against the Frieza. Okay. I mean, this is something we're not going to really understand how it works until we actually do it. Missions related to this event stages are available. Yeah. That's new art. Who's that red guy? I don't know if we've had that character in the game before. Okay. So that's pretty much what we have for part 2 here. Again, keep in mind that I think it's pretty obvious at this point that there will eventually be a part 3 to this. And I think, just taking a look at the Ginyu Force EZA event here, it actually says in this description, let me scroll down here, I think it tells you the day it's going to be updated. Does it tell us? I think it told us before. Regardless, I think it's in the 22nd. Let's see. No, it doesn't tell us. I think there was a separate post where it said the event is scheduled to be updated on the 22nd. Yeah, right here. Don't miss out the stage that will be added on the 22nd of September. That's when I expect part 3 to come out for this celebration. So honestly, I would say that I'm pretty content with the content we're getting in Part 2 here. There's going to be a Part 3, so I would expect maybe an LR EZA in Part 3, maybe one more summonable EZA in Part 3. I mean, if they want to count the LR EZA as like the summonable EZA, that's fine. They want EZA like physical Bardock or the physical Trunks or something like that. That would be pretty interesting. Or like the STR full power Frieza, whatever they want to do there. Potentially another. I mean, we're gonna have to get the Captain Ginyu stage for this, right? And then I think maybe they could eventually do the Tech Ginyu Force, the LR one, EZA for that one. We're gonna get EZAs for all the story units, so we're gonna get 3 more EZAs there. There's a lot coming left in Part 3, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else we're gonna get here. Let me know again. I think the big thing about this whole video was the takeaway that we have these units coming for the Legendary Summon banner. Again, let me know your thoughts down below on what you expect to see out of them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.